Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 29th. I'm Jasmine Anderson. A homicide in the Hamptons. Police are now looking for a killer after a woman was murdered at a watermill resort. A staff member found the woman dead in a room at the Shoshugi Bond House on Montauk Highway yesterday afternoon. Police have not released the woman's identity. They say she was a victim of violence and her cause of death will be determined by an autopsy. 3 people are recovering after a crash that closed part of the LIE early this morning. Police say a tractor trailer hit a car that was establishing a construction zone here near exit 40. A woman in the truck was trapped inside and had to be pulled out by a police officer. She was taken to the hospital with a leg injury. The driver in the car was also hurt. The officer cut his head while getting the woman out. A teen is in critical condition right now after being hit by a car while walking in North Amityville. Police say 17-year-old Carl DeZoom of North Amityville was hit last night while crossing New Highway. The driver stayed at the scene and no charges were filed. Only a Newsday witness testimony set to continue today in the civil trial against the Bayshore School District in connection with a retired teacher accused of abusing students. Yesterday, Thomas Bernagozzi testified remotely from jail. The 75-year-old denied molesting students during his 3 decades with the school district. Newsday Courts reporter Grant Parpan was in the courtroom.
He has answered each and every question, denying the allegations and saying that the reasons that he spent so much extra time with so many of his students over the years was for their own personal enrichment, to see them grow as students, to see them gain confidence.
The testimony came on the same day the plaintiff, who filed the lawsuit under the Child Victims Act, gave his account of the alleged abuse. Only a Newsday, today marks 12 years since Superstorm Sandy changed the island and many lives forever. And experts say we're still vulnerable. While some parts of the shoreline have been bolstered, no island-wide solution has been found. Some options being considered include storm surge barriers and raising buildings. Sandy caused an estimated $65 billion in damage to South Shore communities, destroying 100,000 homes and caused the deaths of 13 people. Election Day is a week from today, and both candidates are making their final pitch to voters. Vice President Kamala Harris will deliver a speech in Washington, D.C., in the same park where Donald Trump rallied supporters on January 6, 2021. Former President Trump, whose campaign is dealing with backlash from a racist remark made by a comedian at his MSG rally, will be in Pennsylvania. Former Vice President Mike Pence will be on the island today. He's the keynote speaker at the Long Island Association's Fall Luncheon in Nassau County. Pence has not endorsed either candidate. Some Long Island voters feel clean water is a critical issue this election. Sherry Einhorn takes a look at Suffolk County's Proposition 2.
Clean water! When do we want it? Now!
Proposition 2 is on the back of the ballot for Suffolk County voters this election. It's about water quality and nitrogen pollution that commonly comes from sewage.
I saw it on the ballot and I think we need clean water, so I said yes, I'll vote for that.
If you vote yes, like Mike, you're saying you want to raise the county portion of the sales tax 1/8 of 1 cent. It'll go up from 8.625% to 8.75%.
What that means is that it's 12 cents for every $100 or 60 cents for every $500 someone might spend. That money goes into a fund. Over 30 years, it's going to add up to $6.1 billion.
Private homeowners can apply for grants to help cover the cost of replacing an old septic tank system. So would you be willing to pay more in sales tax?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'll pay more for clean water.
Municipalities could use the money to expand and upgrade sewer systems. Experts say there are about 20 downtown areas across the county, including right here in Sayville, that would benefit from sewer expansion to attract new businesses.
Really, you need the funding stream from the county to match state and federal dollars to make it a reality. These systems are incredibly expensive.
It's also costly not to clean the water around Long Island, not according to those who make their living on it, like Steve Kuhn.
I've been a clammer for over 55 years on the Great South Bay. I've seen the bay go from what it was to what it is now. Clean water would be good for the Great South Bay. It would be good for everyone.
In Copiague, I'm Shari Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Sherry, thank you. Read more about the races, candidates, and where to vote in Newsday's Voter's Guide on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And while you're there, watch the debates in the 1st Congressional District and our one-on-one interviews with some of the candidates. 3 losses in a row for the Yankees as the team teeters on the edge of a devastating Dodgers sweep. Eric Boland is at Yankee Stadium.
One swing seldom changes a series, but you have to wonder if Freddie Freeman's walk-off grand slam in the 10th inning of Game 1 of this World Series just completely deflated the Yankees, because while they were competitive in Game 2, they fell relatively meekly. And tonight in Game 3, Yankees were down early on another Freeman home run, 3rd straight game in this series in which he's homered, hit a 2-run shot off of Clark Schmidt to really kind of take the air out of this huge sellout crowd of 49,000 plus here at Yankee Stadium in a celebratory mood. First World Series game in this ballpark since 2009, and Freeman really just again kind of just sucked the air out of the building. Yankees just sort of went along quietly. They're down 4-0 in the 9th inning before Alex Verdugo finally, with 2 outs in the 9th, hit a 2-run homer. But Gleyber Torres grounded out right after that, and the Yankees find themselves in a deficit that no team in World Series history has ever come back from before. It has happened one time in Major League Baseball history where a team has come back from 3-0 down. But that was in an ALCS, and of course Yankee fans are familiar with that back in 2004 when the Red Sox turned the trick against the Yankees. But the mantra that you really heard in the Yankees clubhouse after the game tonight was win 1 game. They didn't talk about winning 2 games or 3 games or 4 games, getting the series back to LA, whatever. Win 1 game and see what happens from there. But that seems like a pretty tall order at the moment, because it just may be the Dodgers are better. Reporting from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, this is Eric Boland for Newsday TV.
Come on, Yanks, you could do it. Thank you, Eric. First pitch is tonight at 8:08 in the Bronx. Read more about the Yankees World Series run on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. You don't have to fight the traffic heading east for fall family fun. Elisa DiStefano has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Just over the Nassau border is Queens County Farm Museum.
It's a real jewel, I think, in New York City's crown. I mean, it's an old site. It harkens back to 1697. It was founded as a museum in 1975. Our mission is to preserve, restore, and interpret this historical site.
The farm is 47 acres. There's a lot to see and do here.
So let's go for a ride and see all there is to do here.
Tour the historical buildings, see what grows on the farm's fields, and visit their farm stand.
So you can shop their beautiful harvest and bring some of it home with you.
And visit its residents. The Queens Farm is home to pigs, alpacas, goats, and sheep.
One of the most fun parts, here you go, baby, is getting to feed the animals. Oh, you're such a good boy. They also have a pumpkin patch, and there are plenty of pumpkins, so you can take your pick.
For some more fall fun, find your way through the 3-acre maze.
This maze is so challenging that they give you a flag so they can find you if you're really lost. If anyone's looking for me, I have a feeling I'm going to be in here for a while.
It's cut in the shape of a monarch butterfly. It's a puzzle. It's interactive.
It took a while, but I made it. Woo! To Victory Bridge.
Elisa DiStefano, Newsday TV.
Corn maze complete.
You did it, Elisa, and that's a great idea to have a flag. Read more about fall fun on the island on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Use the Newsday Interactive Voters Guide for easy access to all races and issues across Long Island. Sort elections by location and create your own reference ballot. Get ready for Election Day with the Newsday Voters Guide at newsday.com/votersguide.
Checking out your hyper-local Tuesday forecast, you may need your umbrella today for the first time in a while. Check out your day planner. Mostly cloudy now with a chance of rain later today. Highs in the 60s. Now for a look at your futurecast. Possible showers this evening, but of course, we will keep you updated. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Halloween still looking sunny and warm for all the trick-or-treaters out there.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
Have a wonderful Tuesday. I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thank you so much for watching.